I think I have reached my tolerance of racism in today's age. When we get into these arguments about racism and all this stuff, I'm not going to lie, guys. I lose faith in humanity because stuff like this just will not ever end. It's always tied to something surface level as skin color, not culture, not values. It's just surface level stuff as skin color. And so once we get into these remedial arguments about all this stuff, it's just so just interesting and so humanity gets tied up in this stuff. I need to go on a farm. Where are the Amish at? I need to go to the Amish people and just hang with them for 6 months and detoxify modern society out of my head. But I'm talking about this Carmelo Anthony, this Austin Metcalf situation that's spiraling out of control and turning into some kind of race war. They had to bring race into this. They just had to do it. They just couldn't stop and avoid the opportunity to grift off of the racism. It's completely idiotic to me. And so here's the reality of the situation, guys, for you guys picking sides. This is the reality of the situation. If you're trying to defend Carmelo Anthony, he's done. He's going to prison for a long time. Just off the fact that he brought a deadly weapon to a school event, that's one charge. And then he deleted somebody, that's two charges. Guys, he's going to get tried as an adult and he's going to be in prison for a long time. And he's 17, 18, about to turn 18. Yeah, he's going to get all kinds of abused in prison. And you guys that say you care about this individual, you'll move on to something else and talk about something else and forget he even exists because he's going behind bars for either life or whatever. He's going to be in bars a long time. And he did it because he don't know how to de-escalate a situation. Let's just say the bully thing is a real thing. Guys, what happened to why are these YNs so eager to pull the blick out or pull the ice pick out? Why are they so eager? You can't solve anything with these fists. Like you can't fight at all, homie. You can't do anything outside of blicking and ice picking. And then you wonder why you're going to get put away from prison for using excessive force. So let's say they got into a confrontation. Guys, you can't, if somebody pushes you or slaps you or whatnot, or punches you, you can't, that's excessive force. You can't ice pick them or you can't blick them off of that. That's excessive force. You can only use self-defense whenever somebody else has an ice pick or somebody else has a blick. I'm talking in code right now. This is code for firearms and knives, but YouTube will censor this kind of stuff. But they'll censor everything. They want this anyway. You guys know what I'm trying to say. And so he's done. He's not going to get out anytime soon. So you guys that's arguing on the internet, you're fighting a losing war. You're gonna look stupid. And plus, I heard the video footage is going to come out, and if that video footage comes out and all that bully stuff isn't real, and he really, ice picked this person for no reason, yeah, he might even get the deletion penalty. So, again, I've made videos about this where I said racism won't die. And I don't think it ever will. And this is why. Because, like I said before, it's $1 billion opportunity. Racism itself, the ideology, employs millions of people. And so if racism dies, a lot of people's incomes would dry up. So this is why whenever people can't wait, these grifters, these Black Lives Matter, these pro-blacks and all this other stuff, they can't wait to get out of their foxhole for an opportunity like this, because this is an opportunity to market and sell and make money. But here's the thing. They're just monetizing your bias of racism. Guys, there's no difference between Nick Fuentes and Dr. Umar Johnson. There's absolutely no difference between the two. Nick Fuentes is marketing to the racist white people, the portion of the population of white folks, but he's not organizing anything to actually fix what he's trying to talk about or what he complains about and organize around it and correct it. Like the Triple K clan, that was an actual organization that terrorized these people. So he's just on the internet appealing to the biases and getting paid off of the biases of a portion of his audience, which are that racist crowd over there. And then you have Dr. Umar who's doing the exact same thing. He's monetizing the racism of a particular portion of the population of black people. But he's not the Black Panther Party of self-defense that was actually getting into altercations and shooting, blicking back at literal cops and all kinds of stuff. He's not creating an organization. These guys are just talking heads, appealing to your bias and getting paid from it. This is how they get their claim to fame and all this stuff. But they're not really taking any action. And masculinity is about action. Again, this is another example of the intelligent taking example of the emotional fool. He sees, hey, there's a portion of racist people. Let me market to them and get their dollars and get their audience. If that gives me some kind of self-worth, that gives me some kind of revolutionary. All of this stuff is stupid. All of it is stupid. All of it is stupid. So then you go deeper into it. Excuse me, guys, I'm freaking throat. Then you go further into it, guys, and then you have government actors involved in these organizations, or these people, or they're paid propagandists to market to these people so they can get these biases out and all this stuff. Because you see all the liberal media, all this other stuff are covering this stuff. This is going viral over all the internet. And guys, all of this is just a ploy to divide the country and divide the people even more so they can conquer us. Divided we fall, united we stand. And so I'm sick of it, guys. I'm beyond sick of it. This is where we're at in society. Every time we come into a situation like this, where it's either the cops and a black person, or a black person, a white person, or whatever, it's going to always be a race issue. Every time. And it shouldn't be. But like I said, there's too many people making money, so they have to angle. And plus, there's not too many of these incidences that reach national headlines like this. So they have to take advantage of the situation when it comes and presents itself, because there's not very many opportunities for them to make this much money off the people. See, the pro-blacks don't really care about Carmelo Anthony. They're not proactive, they're reactive. How you gonna help him behind bars? And guys, I live down, Frisco is 20 minutes away from me. You really think those wealthy people are gonna let him get away with this? They're gonna organize and team up and pull their money together to make sure he goes to prison. Homie, it's a wrap for him. But people pretend online they actually care about the people, care about their sons and all that stuff. And then they're gonna be saying free this and free that. And it's the same stuff, guys. Like, the playbook is still the same 30, 40, 50, 20, 30, 40 years later. And I'm sick of it. Hopefully you guys are sick of it, and you guys are sick of the hustle. But I wanted to make this video again because this is absolutely despicable to me. But that's my video. You guys have a good day, good week, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.